Hi everybody, hello and welcome to this video, which is going to be a conversation, interview and chat with the fabulous, the wonderful, my dear friend and fabulous intuitive guidance coach, Tiffany Wardle.
Hi,
Hello.
hi.
That was a game show welcome then. Way.
Yeah, great. I loved it. I'll just take you around with me and you can introduce me wherever I go.
Imagine that little me in your pocket and I could just go to everyone.
Well,
but yeah, this is we're going to have a chat today about manifesting and about Tiffany's work. It's really fascinating, really interesting, and I think it's something that people either think is too woo-woo or too complicated and they can't do it. But I love the way how you talk about and how you work with manifesting, because it isn't, is it, either of those things? Explain how maybe you got into manifesting, if that's okay, to introduce it to people.
yeah, absolutely. I think when I was a little child, I think I realized now that I could manifest quite easily. And I think because you're young, innocent, naive, you don't have any fear and you just make your wishes. It's a bit like blowing out your candles on your birthday cake, right? You make a wish, you believe it's going to happen. And I think there is an element of that naivety and that freedom of feeling quite childlike. And if you remain in that energy and you don't get too bogged down with, well, it's not going to happen. Well, of course, it's not. Well, I can't afford that. And how can that happen next week? If you kind of leave that to one side, I believe it's quite easy to do. But how I got into it really was as I became an intuitive, as I became a healer, I understood that we all vibrate at different energy levels, and I figured out that the higher we vibrate, the easier it was to make these wishes and for these wishes to come true. So I started studying and learning and traveling and figuring out different energies all around the world and figuring out, wow, when I'm in that mood, it's easy for my wishes to come in. And when I'm not feeling great or I'm grumpy, then it's not so easy. So I just figured out, oh, this is simple. Feel happy, wishes. It's quite simple.
It is, isn't it? But I think it can be quite hard to get out of the headspace of that we're trained and kind of sometimes catch ourselves up in, isn't it? And I think that's the thing. It's like actually manifesting itself is, as you say, really that innocent openness. But the real work comes to get us into that space, doesn't it? I think.
Yeah, that's what my course is about, actually. Yes. Because I think anyone can make a wish. We can all write down our wishes. We can all make a dream board, right? We can all say we want to marry our soulmate, live in the house of our dreams, have all the abundance in the world. We can all do that. But if we are stressing, if there is loads going on in the background, and there always is for everybody, then we don't have as much likelihood as our wishes coming in. So the course is really about getting yourself into that frequency, lifting your energy, and it gives you loads and loads of different visuals and different meditations that will lift your frequency. And then it's just really simple stuff. Make your wishes.
Oh, I love it. And so the course, yes, to let people know about it. I love it because it's not just a course, is it? It's a hunt.
That's right. Again, I talk about this kind of childlike innocence and that feeling of when we were young and making those wishes and blowing out those candles on the birthday cake. So I called the course the treasure hunt. So we can all visualize that, right? We all remember thinking about pirates and a pirate ship and a treasure map. And
exciting.
Yes, and then having this amazing treasure chest that we opened full of gold coins. You know, we've all kind of had that experience in our childhood through reading books or through playing games. So I get straight away, the treasure hunt will kind of take you back to that time when you felt like, oh, wow, treasure. So immediately it puts you in that state of magic.
Totally.
And yeah, exactly. And it's a way, I find the course is a map to get you your treasure, to get you whatever it is you're dreaming of at the moment. Maybe that next job, or maybe your pet, or maybe you want children, or you want to get married, whatever it is, that's your treasure.
I love it. I love it. And you're so right that when people sort of say, okay, I'm going to manifest something, people go, okay, I better be really serious and I've got to do this spiritual thing. I might do it wrong, isn't it? People think they're doing it wrong a lot of the time, don't they, as well? Like when it gets a spiritual thing or a magical thing or a magic thing, what if I say the wrong thing? What if, there's this panic, and then you're kind of blocking yourself a bit already, aren't you?
Absolutely. The moment we try and urge something or we put pressure on it, you're immediately bringing down your frequency, because we need to be in this frequency of love, bliss, joy, happiness. And that doesn't necessarily come with that urging something.
But
So
I want this now.
yeah, exactly. Why hasn't my wish happened today, this very second? So yeah, it kind of takes you away from that kind of energy and moves you into this place of bliss where you're just writing your wishes down or thinking about them, and then it teaches you how to let them go. That's the bit where people struggle. Letting it go and just expecting it to come back as your dreams coming into fruition.
Yeah, that is the hardest bit, isn't it? Surrendering that wish. But I love it that you're doing this with the treasure hunt and making it playful, and so that, yeah, it has to be, doesn't it? It's I think that's whatever the wish is, just the act of giving yourself that time to dream into play is so healing anyway, you know, in spite of any wishes that come from it.
Absolutely. And the fact that you're guided through. So the course is a 28-day course. It's 28 days for a reason.
Yeah.
It takes 3 to 4 weeks for us to change and transition our energy and lift our frequency. And it's in tiny little snippets. It's only going to take you 5-10 minutes a day for 28 days. And it walks you through how to surrender. It walks you through it, how to let it go. So if you're trying to do that on your own, you might be saying, have I done it right? I don't know. How do you let something go? Well, this will walk you through and give you visuals and meditations and words and videos on how to actually we'll just leave that there now. Just leave it. And now it will come back to you as what you wished for.
I think that's so helpful, because the more you want something, the harder it is to kind of tell yourself, well, I'm letting it go. You're like, I'm letting it go. I'm letting it go.
So now?
And now? How about now? I would never do that, so I don't know what, you know.
No, I don't know what you're talking about. We're perfect at manifesting. Absolutely brilliant.
And that's it. We're not talking totally from this kind of pedestal. Oh, it's like it's practical, because it's very human to do all these things, isn't it? It's so natural to.
Yeah, it's just something I've been interested in, and I'm interested in it because obviously I've tried it, I've got it wrong, I've tried it, I've got it right. So I've just walked my way through, okay, well, what's the best recipe to give other people? I can remember in my early days of trying to manifest, and I was going on a holiday with the girls when I was younger, and I tried to manifest like a boat trip, like a free boat trip on this holiday. And I remember writing down free boat trip, but I was thinking in my head it would be like a big boat party, dancing on this. And what it was a boat taxi, and I didn't have the right change. So I got exactly what I wrote down.
That's the thing, isn't it?
Yeah,
that's
a whole €2. So yeah, well, I'm not talking from a pedestal. I've learned from my mistakes.
Oh, that's brilliant. And it's important, as you say, like it's important to, in a way, be specific, in a way not, because it's like be specific, like, you know, you wanted a boat party which you could afford and it would be really fun and really well then, but you know, you don't want to be like, well, on Wednesday at 5 p.m. I've got to be on this boat with John, and if it doesn't happen then I'm really annoyed. You know.
Yeah, I actually it's quite interesting, I had 2 clients yesterday, and they both talked about the law of attraction, which is a similar thing to manifesting. And one client said to me, but I wished it so, and it didn't happen. Why didn't it happen? And I said, and it was to win something. And I said, well, what if everyone was manifesting that? So what we have to learn is that we have to be quite specific, but we also have to think or better.
Yeah.
Is it for the highest good? Because maybe something better is coming along the following day. So we can't be too specific, as you say, with the time and the date and the exact, I want this person to come back to me, or I want to win that competition. It's like, or better.
or better. And also, you know, it's like not messing with other people's free will, isn't it, as well? You know, like, you know, you're saying, I want this thing to happen with this person, then it's not the high vibe, is it? Because you're kind of trying to grab someone else and mold them to what you want them to do rather than their own path.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, is it for the highest good? So again, the treasure hunt, the course walks you through that. Like, is this for the highest good? You're not going to manifest one particular person, but you can manifest the energy of that.
Memo will be going to a lot of places.
He's going to be busy. He's going to be at my house, going to your house.
You have to Clone himself. That's
Yeah.
but yeah,
Clone never been so exciting.
not a sheep, I'm a mower. I mean, I'm only just kidding. Like, this is an example of why, you know, why those things aren't specific in that way, but to be specific in the, you know, I've done it before where a failed kind of success, kind of failed manifesting, because I wasn't planning on doing it. It was years ago, and I'd got a bit of a crush on someone, mystery, and then it was a full moon in Aries, and I was just thinking, wouldn't it be nice if tonight I went to this place and this person was just randomly there and we talk? Wouldn't that be lovely? And I'd never been to this place before. I didn't even know where this person hung out. I had no idea. I went to this place. It was a club for my friend's birthday. And then this person was there looking like he didn't even know why he was there. I spoke to him, then he went and pulled somebody else. So I'd got him, wouldn't it be lovely? And then we just chat. Yeah, we just chatted. And then
yeah, exactly.
I don't think he was totally random, like it was totally those things I just let out to the universe. The universe went, yeah, right, then off you go.
Yeah.
And I was like, that was a lesson in specificness and the power of what you're thinking as well.
Yeah, absolutely. I have done that so many times. I've had a random thought and it's happened, and then you go, why wasn't I more specific? Why didn't I explain exactly what I wanted? Because it's happened. And so the magic in that is because you said it in a light and airy way.
Yeah.
You weren't urging it, you weren't pushing it, you were just saying, well, what if? And so when you have that energy that's kind of quite carefree, it can happen.
Yeah.
But a little bit more specific with
I know,
how
it's funny. And that's when that person's free will came in. They were like, oh, I don't want to pull you, I want this person. I was like, oh, okay. You're lost. But it's funny that we do that and kind of in one way limit ourselves by not being specific, and then limit ourselves by being too specific.
Yeah, absolutely. Again, so throughout the course, you will be walked through how to write your manifesting list, what kind of things to say, but mainly how you want to feel when you get your wish. That is the absolute key of the course. It's not about getting what you want, it's about how you felt afterwards, because you got the guy, but how did you feel afterwards? You felt a bit disappointed, like, oh, why did I do that? Whereas this course will teach you to stay in the frequency of what you're expecting to feel like. You're expected to be happy, excited, content, or joy because you've received that gift. And that's the key. That's what will bring in your wishes.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And it's so important, isn't it? Because if you could sometimes then achieve the practical things like the house or the relationship, but if you haven't done the work to feel good or to do that kind of energy, then you won't appreciate it maybe, or you won't be as happy as you thought you'd be with the dream car kind of thing, because you haven't worked on the feeling and how to be in that zone.
Exactly that. I know so many people, and I'm sure I'm speaking for myself and for you as well, when we've written a manifesting list, we've lost it, a couple of years later you find it under the bed and you've got everything on that list and you just go, oh, how many times have I done that? Oh yeah, I did want that, and now I've got it, but now I'm on to the next thing. So that's kind of done, tick. So that's kind of more of a lesson in being grateful. Absolutely. Exactly. And appreciating what we already have, which is another way of getting all your wishes, is gratitude.
No, hugely. No, it's so important. So I know, I love it. And so so it's 28 days long, this course. And is it in, and I know, but I'm going to explain it to the people. Does it come in PDF or in videos, or how's the format of it for people?
Yeah, absolutely. So you will get sent a PDF. And it's also in a book as well, but there are videos throughout, so you will see my face a lot.
That's what we like.
Every day there is something visual to do, so you will be able to click through and you will get lots of meditations on different days and lots of visualizations. So each day I'm working on unblocking everyone doing the course and lifting their vibration, and all they've got to do is listen to the meditations. That's and then so nice. Yeah, and it lifts them and it kind of gets them past all those blockages we have with the what ifs and buts and all the fears and all the worries. It kind of lifts you away from that with the meditations.
Yeah. Oh, it's perfect. And I love it in the multimedia kind of way, because it depends what mood you're in, doesn't it? You can be in a video mood or a reading mood or a meditation mood, and you can take a bit from the course, whatever mood you're in.
Yeah, exactly. And so there are 28 days, so there's 28 chapters, and you will do one every day. And it's so super simple. I've made it really easy. So even at the very beginning, the first thing you have to do is kind of write out your wishes. But it's so simple. You do it and you put it on your screensaver on your phone. And the reason we do that is that what's the one thing that all of us have with us at all times?
Yeah.
We've all got our phones with us. So every time we're picking up our phone to make a phone call or to text somebody, it'll be like subliminal messaging, like showing you every day. Super simple.
I love it. And does it take long each day? Is it like a thing that sort of you have to sit out for quite a long time, or?
Not at all. I'd say 5-10 minutes. For those of you who are loving it, maybe 15-20 minutes. But the whole point is that this is written for busy people. This is written for people who are getting on and doing. And, at the moment, we're all working super hard, right?
Yeah.
So I didn't want something to completely take over. I just want you to be able to incorporate it into your day.
That's great, isn't it? I think if you think in your mind it's 5-10 minutes, I know I'm like this anyway, that I'll be like, oh great, then I feel happy to do it, and I probably will spend 20 minutes, half an hour on it. But if I think it's half an hour, I'm like, well, I haven't got half an hour.
Yeah, exactly. I think when people say to me, I haven't got 5 minutes in a day, then I'm going to ask them for 10 minutes, because what you're telling me is that you're worth more than that. You're worth finding 5 minutes. And then I say to people, okay, well, set your alarm 5 minutes earlier, and then you're done for the day. It's super simple. Yeah,
that's so nice. It's very exciting. So can you share a bit to people sort of what the kind of things you've manifested and how that's worked for you as well?
Yeah, of course. So as I've said, over the years...
We've done the failures, haven't we? We've talked about the failures.
Haven't quite right. Although they are successes, because we haven't manifested them in. It's just been hilarious when they've come in. Hilarious. So, yeah, over the years, what I did, I travel quite a lot, and I wrote different books on different energy planes. So I got quite into learning energies and frequencies. And through that, I thought, right, while I'm here, I'll try and manifest this. And while I'm there, I'll manifest that. I remember I was living in LA at the time, and I used to cycle up and down the ocean, and every day I would manifest as I did it. And I'd manifest because I really wanted to write this book at the time called Lemuria, The Buried Truth. And I really wanted to write it, and I wanted to get it published. And yes, it's been published. And yes, it was a bestseller. And it's just had a resurge actually last week, quite randomly.
And you'll get it on Amazon, can't they? They can buy it on Amazon?
Yes, you can buy it on Amazon. Lemuria.
We'll put the links down below here. Yes.
Yeah. And I wrote it. It was actually a channeled message that was written to me. And until I wrote down the channeled message, it would not go away. So it was like, you are writing this book. And so I even manifested how it was given to me. So yeah, I manifested that book and 3 others actually. So there's 4 books, all bestsellers. The house I'm in at the moment, I manifested, and I really wanted to live in Winnie the Pooh country. It's called Ashdown Forest in Sussex, and it's such a magical area. And I used to go to the woods every day, feel the vibration, and I used to imagine being like living in this woods. And guess what? I've got a house. It's in Ashdown Forest. I am surrounded by trees. It's exactly what I asked for, but it's much better as well, which is why when we manifest, we say, or better.
Yes. Yeah.
It's the exact house I wanted, with the wooden beams and the long drive, and it's surrounded by trees, but it is much better than anything I could have imagined. And again, so I put that in the course, like, or better.
Yeah, because we do limit ourselves imagination wise, don't we, as well? I think, yeah, I know. Yeah. Oh, I couldn't possibly have that.
Yeah, I would never have dreamt of asking for, I live in a space of 10 acres, and I would never have dreamed of manifesting that, but that's what came because I said, or better. So yeah, I manifested my home. I manifested my books. I manifested my job on TV where I worked with the lovely Fred Allegan. I remember ringing them and they said, don't be ridiculous, come back to us in 2 years. And I got the job 2 weeks later, and I spent that 2 weeks just pretending I was on the TV. I just used to pretend the screen was there. We've
all done that, I think.
Yeah, we all did that when we were like 5, right?
Yeah, true.
Yeah. So I manifested that job on TV. And then it was quite funny, when I had my little boy, I manifested I used to say, I used to walk down the road heavily pregnant. I used to say, quick and easy birth, quick and easy birth. I manifested that all right. I gave birth in 45 minutes. Yeah, I don't know about that one. I don't know if that was a good idea, but I did it. So yeah, I've learned along the way.
Yeah, well, yeah. You can't know until you know, can you? Oh, that's brilliant. And even like having the traveling, like that's such an amazing experience in itself. And to have that lifestyle where you're traveling is something that people would like to probably want to manifest as well. Like, does that being able to go to those places?
Yeah, I can remember writing Lemuria, the Buried Truth, when I was in Hawaii. And I can remember just before I was going, thinking, Tiffany, you're mad. You're just going to take another month off, go and travel, write this book. And I was like, no, I'm going to manifest it. And I did. And took the time off I needed, went, wrote the book, and here we are.
Yeah, I think that's just inspiring in itself that people, that people, because everyone's so, well, I know I am, it's like structured and they don't let themselves be freer to do those kind of things.
Yeah, absolutely. The book will teach you how to listen to your intuition in a much more clear way. And it really has been my intuition that's calmed me down when I've had those moments of, what, you're going to LA for 3 months? What? And you've got nowhere to live and you're going with a hand luggage bag only? What? And my intuition has always said, no, it's fine, keep going. And the book will teach you that. The course will increase your intuition to the point where you expect your wishes to come in, and then you'll be able to use that intuition in every part of your life.
Oh, that's fabulous. Well, it's very exciting. And also you have a sort of a healing meditation group as well, don't you, that sort of daily upliftment. People can join that as well, can't they?
Yeah, that's it started off as a manifesting group, really. So it's an extension of the course, the treasure hunt.
Mm-hmm.
But now we're called the Daily Guidance Group, and we started it right at the beginning of the pandemic, because you get a little message every single day, and it was really there to get people through. And I thought, we'll just do this for a few months. We've been doing it a year now.
It is a year, isn't it? Yeah.
Bigger and stronger, and every month we'll take a different topic. So whether it's on manifesting for 1 month, or whether it's on releasing blockages or surrendering, or how to tune into your intuition, or how to connect. At the moment, this month we're doing guardian angels. So how to connect with your guardian angels. So you learn a little snippet every single day.
That's brilliant. And it's, yeah, like, I think it's so needed for people to feel connected as well. I mean, we're obviously still a little bit pandemic-y, lockdowny here, so having that connection and also learning and connecting with people like-minded is so nice. And I love the fact that over this pandemic, you're doing things that are helping to improve your life rather than sitting there going, oh.
Yeah.
As well as sitting there and sometimes going, oh.
Well, I think a year on after the pandemic, and every time I seem to turn on some form of podcast or the radio, I'm seeing something else that was created because of the pandemic. So many people have said, I wrote this album because we were sitting in the house. I've written this film because of that. And I think it's great that so many people kind of felt that creative vibe and got on with it, like you.
Yes. I have learned all about Vikings over there. I have fed my brain full of stuff for a year now, and but yeah, I mean, exactly. I mean, it's funny as well, being quite a bit off topic, but being quite creative and sometimes quite introverted, that this is kind of gets to be quite a habit that you can just stay in and do stuff, and then you get this point of going, hold the phone. I might vanish down my little hermit hole soon. I need to kind of actually, but yeah, I think it's good to have these kind of focuses are positive. That's what I was trying to say at this time anyway, and any time, but throughout this last year, it's been really, I think, helpful for people.
I found that so many people aren't expending their energy on whether that be driving to work or getting on a train to work or having to do the school runs. There's just been this energy there that people can use, and so many people use that in a creative way. But yes, I think we're all looking forward to those hugs.
Oh, the hugs. Hubs and hugs.
Hubs and hugs, my friend. Way forward.
Was there something else about that? Oh yeah, I think as well, like with the manifesting, I think through this, I'm trying to see the positives of these lockdowns. We know it's hard, but it's caused so many people to reflect on what they're doing over the last year. Like so many things that we just do because that's life, and we're busy and we don't stop. Like maybe it's a job, your relationship, where you live, or and actually with this time reflecting, going, why am I doing this? So it's actually a really good time to manifest, isn't it? Because you probably had the year or you may be still going through it, of thinking, wait a minute, this isn't right for me. So you're going to manifest things that will be truly right for you, because you had that space to be able to work it out. Hopefully, like if you're working full time as a, at the moment, and you're kind of in the hospitals, you might not have had that space, and you're awesome and we love you. But if you have
We
been
love
at home,
you.
we blooming love you. You're blooming
Yeah.
epic. But if you have been at home and not on your normal schedule, it might have given you time to go, what? Why was I doing that?
Absolutely. And that's such a good point. And that's kind of how the treasure hunt came about. It was created because I had more time during the lockdown, and it was created for people who have had that space to go, do you know what? I don't really want to do this job anymore. Or do you know what? I really do want to move house, or maybe I do want to move my life on, because we've all had that space to sit back and think about it and go, actually, I do want more. I've got absolutely no idea how I'm going to get it. And this is the gap. This is that. This is the map, if you like, to your treasure.
The map for the gap.
I should have called it that.
Bad tagline.
Oh dear.
So, forget that one. But anyway, so with the treasure hunt, how can they get hold of you? How can they get hold of the course or find out more about it?
Absolutely. So the course is on my website, which is tiffanywardle.com. You will find me, you will find other courses there. People can book intuitive readings and healings on there, but there is a course section and the treasure hunt is there. And then it's all yours. You get sent it. You'll see my face for the introduction, and then it's all yours. You just need 5 to 10 minutes a day. And I always say to people, the course is like investing in yourself. So you'll be taking 28 days to invest in yourself. It's that wellness. It's looking after you. It's just saying to myself, I love myself enough to give myself that 5-10 minutes a day so that I can manifest everything I've ever wanted.
Oh, I love it. And I think even the act of doing that is going to change your life, isn't it? I think even the act of giving yourself 5-10 minutes a day of you time that message you're putting out there is going to manifest a better life, whatever your wishes are. Absolutely.
So all you've really got to do is think about what it is you want to wish for. Maybe
you have many things.
Yeah, exactly. Maybe you haven't even given yourself the space to go, do you know what? I actually do want more for myself. I do deserve that. Even that act is going to increase your self-worth, right? So from that, perhaps it is you want perfect health, a new car, a new fridge, something in the house. Yeah, maybe you do want a new pet, or maybe you want the big stuff. Maybe you do feel like, yeah, I do want that soulmate. I do want to really change my life up and completely change my career. They're not little moves. They are big moves. So well done for even saying it out loud. Of course, we'll give you the steps to how to get to everything you've ever wanted. That's amazing. Cobweb said no new pets here. We're not allowed any new pets. New pets. Sorry, Cobs. That's off the list. He's like, that's off the list. Just an example. Sorry, Cobs. He's like, what? New what? I could just see his little face. No, he did. Really? But yeah, would you suggest, it's probably everyone's choice, but would you suggest people start with something smaller or just to go for the big stuff? What do you think people would be good to start off with? You are good, Laura. What a good question. Look at you. So it's quite interesting because the course will teach you about energy and frequencies. And there's actually for those of you who are a bit like me and want to geek a little bit, there's a bit of geeky stuff in there about scientific frequencies and how to raise your vibration. And whilst we raise our vibration, we look at Dr. Hawkins' frequency chart, and he teaches us how we all vibrate at different levels. So it goes right down, things like anger and jealousy, and then it goes up to being brave, and then it goes up to love. And basically you want to be vibrating at anything love upwards, love right up to bliss, and then happiness, contentment. We want to be up there. And when you vibrate at that level, it doesn't matter whether you are wishing in for a white feather or a new home. The universe doesn't recognize the difference. When you're vibrating at such a high level, it doesn't know if it's a small wish or a big wish. And so it's so interesting the way we think, oh, that's a big wish, so I better not ask for that. Whereas the universe doesn't know the difference.
Yeah,
it just
exactly.
A wish is a wish.
I suppose if we can get over ourselves about it, as the block of the universe is like, cool, whatever, it's us getting over ourselves and going, I wish for that, I can't have that. Like, that's the block. Kind of, I wish that, why would I get that?
So on one of the days in the course, you are asked to make a wish for that day. Cool. So it could be, okay, so today I just wish for peace, or I wish for a bit of a laugh or some happiness. And so it does help us humans get over ourselves, because we just start to wish for little things, and then throughout the course it also makes you make a wish for someone else, because scientifically proven that if we wish for someone else, there's less blocks, because we're going, of course you deserve that happiness.
Yeah, it's like what you say to somebody else to what you say to yourself is always very different, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. So the course kind of help us to get over ourselves, if you like, by helping us to see that if we want it for them, why don't we want it for us?
Yeah, we can see they deserve it. Like, map the gap, map the gap,
map the gap, map the gap. Pubs and hugs.
Pubs, hugs, map the gap. It just sounds a bit seedy. I'm not sure. But awesome. I'm starting as well, so doing it along with everybody else as well. Exciting. I'm going to plan my wishes. No new pets, but yeah, a new house with a nice fridge would be great.
Yes. Let's manifest that fridge.
Yeah. And yes, that's very boring for everybody else who's watching this. That I haven't got a fridge at the moment. Very boring, but very true. Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, cool. So I mean, this has come from so much years of work, isn't it? It's just come from so much of your own spiritual work, your own, traveling, testing it out. There's just, and I know that I'm not blowing, you might not blow your own trumpet, but that you've done readings for royalty, for celebrities, for, you work with people for everywhere, don't you? And there's people from all over that come to you for guidance, for kind of that inspiration that you give.
Yeah, I am royal, celebrity, intuitive guidance.
You're royal.
I am royal. Yes, actually, sitting here in my throne. Come on, could be. No, but I do readings. Yes, I do intuitive guidance for many people, whether they be royal, Hollywood people, film stars, and my favourites who are just people like us, lovely people who work super hard and deserve to manifest. And the reason this course is different to other courses is that it is written by an intuitive. That is my job. Day in, day out, I am giving intuitive guidance. So I haven't just read some books and put it in a course. This course is different because it's full of intuitive guidance. I have worked with the universe, worked with my higher self, but also worked with my guides to put these meditations together, to put these visual aids together for everybody. So yeah, I have used my day job to create this course.
To bring the magic to it, isn't it? So that a little bit of magic to
love that. Bring the magic to it. Love that.
At least I want to get some good taglines out of this. I've failed so far. Oh, brilliant. Wow. Unless there's anything else you would like to share about, there's anything else you want to share about your work or what you do, then I think we'll leave people to get to your website. Which I'll put the link to the website and the course beneath the video, and then you can start, and I'll be starting too, and we can all do it together.
We can all do it together. I just want everyone to know that this course is for everybody. And this was really about putting something out there during, for some people, quite a challenging time, because I wanted everyone to know their worth. I wanted everyone to know that you deserve everything in life and you can achieve it, and it's because you are so loved. And I want to see people feeling so beautiful after this time, this lockdown, this pandemic. That's why it was put there. So this is for you.
Yes. Oh, that's a lovely way to end it. This is for you. Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Oh, thank you. I'm very excited to find some treasure.
Yes, indeed.
I think like here, obviously in the Northern Hemisphere at the moment, it's going towards springtime. And that's just a nice, exciting feeling of treasure and things opening up and potential. I kind of feel working with the seasons, it's a great time to do this now.
Yeah, do you know what? I hadn't thought about that, Laura. Brilliant. Yeah, you're absolutely right. You know, springtime, time of rebirth, time of new beginnings, coming up to this beautiful time where the sun is coming out as well, where we are. It's kind of a time for renewal and hope. So yeah, absolutely makes sense to do it now.
Yeah, I think, and if you're in the southern hemisphere, kind of in an opposite way, it's good to kind of go into the winter months going deep, digging deep for the treasure. So it's kind of the opposite. I think it works wherever you are, but I think that's nice. I love those sort of times of the year. It goes spring, everything's opening up, and then I like the autumn when you kind of nestle on down. So I think you can, it's good for all of these times. But being a big Aries, I'm like springtime. Yes! Oh, thank you so much for chatting to me today and for going through your work.
Thank you. It's been an absolute pleasure. Thank you so much for having me. I've really enjoyed this, and it's been lovely to see your face.
I know. Of course, it's been lovely to see my face. Of course it is. No, it's been lovely to chat to you, and we should maybe do more things like this in the future. So yeah, get hold of Tiffany's fabulous treasure hunt, and all the links will be down there. And thank you very much, and I'll see you all really soon.
Thank you.